Hello all, we are live. Let's wait a couple of minutes for more people to join. Get your coffee ready. Hello Fulvio. Can you hear me? I believe everything is okay. Please type in the chat. Okay, let's see what happened today before we go to see Bank of Canada rate decision in 1 hour. Okay, the trade of the day was the short in cable, and okay, of course we see the situation. We start from the 4 hours chart. Okay, we know the downtrend. We talk about this every day. And let's see today what happened exactly. We have had Bank of England making a statement saying that recession is coming and we cannot avoid it. It's all about Putin. Listen what this man said. We cannot do anything about the upcoming recession, while they created it, because the sanctions that they voted against Russia are backfiring. And they said the blame is on Putin. Listen, what the fuck? Bank of England says the blame for the UK recession is Putin. We cannot do anything. And of course, pound sold off almost 80 pips after this crap. Imagine how helpless the UK are, the UK people that are in charge are, and said that even Bank of England cannot do anything. What the fuck? What can you expect now? I was saying for fun that parity is coming, but I believe we are very, very near this event. Okay, let's look monthly chart. You see that we are trading below the all-time low, the post Brexit low 2017-16, and the post-COVID low, and I believe we are gonna see. Look what happened. If you remember this this day, pound lost more than 6 figures. I believe we are ready to see this happening again. a major collapse. Of course, we are trading just below very strong support, 115, 114. But okay. Sorry, I'm checking some notifications in Twitter right now. Okay, I will answer to those guys later. Or of course they can join the chat if they want. Okay, the situation here is very critical for the pound because we can see accelerating move to the downside. But okay, let's stay positive for now and just expect 113 to print and then have one kind of stabilization, because you know, when you have high inflation and your own currency goes down, then you have even bigger problem. And that's why EU and UK, with their currencies falling off the cliff, cannot fight the high inflation, and their central banks are desperate. They don't know what to do really. And it's not about Putin, it's about their stupidity, their own politicians. But okay, this is another discussion. Let's stay to the technical here. Okay, of course, someone could see one huge wedge forming. Wedge, more like a channel. But okay, we see 113.6070, one possible area of minor support, because for me there is no support down here. Below it's the havoc. We can see this in the monthly chart. We are trading, let's see, we are here 20 years back. I don't know if there is more data. No, Wanda does not have more data. But we are trading in 20 years low. This is very serious. I believe that UK is gonna have Brexit problems, and now amplified with the situation with the energy and the gas shortages from the war in Ukraine. But what to do? Really, UK and EU are helpless. I believe very bad things are going to happen. Anyway, let's see Euro. Euro, it is trading of course below parity, as I said, and of course inside the channel that I have pointed. Let's put 1 hour chart to see it better. Okay, we are still trading inside the channel, and I believe we will continue until ECB tomorrow. And what I see in ECB, I see a big disappointment tomorrow, and the possible scenario is to have one big drop below the low at 1898.60, and there is really no support. Okay, this will act as minor support to cover some shorts, but really there is no support below. Of course, if we have 175 basis point hike, maybe we see one initial reaction higher to test 99, 80, 60, 70, this area here, just below parity. And maybe we even try to break parity. But in any case, I don't believe we are gonna see higher than 101. 1080, but okay, I tell you 101. And regardless of the decision, because to be honest, 50, 75 or even 100 basis points is worthless. It doesn't matter if ECB says that we're expecting a recession. So this is for now. We pause for now. You know what will happen to the euro after this statement. And this is what actually the Australian RBA said on Tuesday. And see what happened to AUD. They said, okay, we hike 50 basis points now, and we pause. 1.5 figure drop. Okay. What else to see? Of course, DXY, I know every day this is going to collapse, blah blah blah, collapse, and every day we see higher highs and higher lows, and this I'm not sure how this can change, really. Let's have a look in yen, and I will put the monthly chart to see what kind of collapse we're having here. It is impressive. Since the start of the year, we see almost 15% drop in the yen. This is a massacre. Literally, we are talking about a disaster, a really disaster for Japan. And will this stop? Who knows? Today we have had some verbal intervention saying that I think it was a minister of Japan said that we are monitoring the yen rate and we are ready to intervene if we see something strange. Okay, I don't know if this kind of collapse is not strange for them. But to be honest, if we go back 20-30 years, this was the usual rate for the yen. It was trading above current levels at 150 and even more if you go back to 85 at 250. Okay, I know situation was different there. I'm not talking about those levels now. Actually, I think they are watching this chart. And when we enter this zone above 147, we are gonna make some kind of intervention. But until then, I mean 1-2 days time, let's stick to my motto: never touch the yen, and of course never go short USD yen. I remember some clever guys, the usual perma bears, that here back to end of July, when we have had this correction, they were selling massively the dollar and expecting strange, stupid targets. 110. Let me put. Yes, I saw some charts telling we are going even 110 below 100. Crazy stupid things. And I warned you guys, we are entering the strong support area this year, dictated by the moving averages. And be careful short of the yen below 133. And you saw what happened. We are trading 10 figures up, 1000 pips. Phew. Disaster for the shorts. Massacre. Okay, let's have a look in Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I made one post yesterday saying that what was it? We're going lower. Of course, okay, I cheated a little bit. I was showing the trend in S&P. So I said, okay, it is about time to start this move down. And this was the trick here. Because I don't have any crystal ball. I just watch market charts and using my experience, all those 25 years trading behind the screens in all kind of environments, from retail offices up to big prop desks in the banks. Okay, of course now I'm having my own trading firm. and we see that this breakdown was very deep, more than 5%, and currently we are just consolidating, waiting S&P to give us direction. Saying about S&P, I will say what I said yesterday in my post. I am seeing this channel, S&P is drifting lower, and actually I expect to break lower to new lows and find support around to 38.20. And then we can have one reaction higher, and we see if this will have more legs to the upside. Okay. Let me see. Do you have any questions so far? Martha Properties asks if retracement happens to USD yen, I believe. Yes. At what level will happen? Okay. Let's see again USD yen. Okay, there are multiple levels, but I believe we are gonna have one deep move down when this decides to reverse, and I don't see any support before 140, 141. Also, it's the moving average of 55 periods what I use. Okay. Anyway, really guys, there is zero, how to say, okay, it's high speculative trade here, because we may have huge moves, usually to the upside, okay, but those parabolic kind of moves have very deep corrections, so better stay away from the yen, or if you're gonna take the risk, okay, you can, of course, because there is big reward. But I suggest you not to use high leverage and not use big accounts for not having nasty surprises. Okay, is it good to enter GDP shorts now? I said that as long as the trend is to the downside, you cannot lose shorting GDP. Of course, after 100 pips drop in 1 hour, maybe we have one reaction higher. So, to answer your question, if you are not already short, yes, better wait for any reaction 30, 40, 50 pips, I don't know, to the upside, if we have, because I don't believe we are gonna have any correction. So, also I cannot tell you to short here. Anyway, I don't suggest anything to trade. We're just analyzing markets and seeing possible setups. And of course, I'm telling you what I do. I'm still short, and okay, I covered some positions down to the lows, but of course I run very big position shorts, structural shorts, so I don't care. If I see any reversal up, like we saw above 115 in the morning, I shorted some clips in there. And actually this is to understand how I trade, I have one major view, long-term or mid-term view, for example long dollar, so I'm short the cable, but during the day I scalp a lot. I may buy and sell higher, or short and cover lower, but I usually keep my main position running. And to achieve that, not to mess with the position, I use multiple accounts. So I have one account that I trade daily or weekly chart, and I take one position and just monitoring without going in and out. and I have other accounts that I use for day trading. I suggest you do the same. Okay, do you think oil can go lower? No, I don't think oil can go lower because in this recession, okay, of course, we're having breaking down to new lows as I speak, but I don't care because I said in the morning we may see a reversal, a retest of 81, 82 level, and we are into this now. Strong dollar having a major effect here too. Okay, next question. Higher bonds mean more money into the dollar. Fed, sorry, Fed reserve balances and the USD yen have an inverse relationship. Okay, yes, the general sentiment idea here is that yields moving along with USD yen. But I think now we have one small divergence here. This is okay for our chart. We see that yields made new high. This is the price chart, so yields are the opposite, the inverse. And now we are trading at a new high level for the bond, so yields are into day low. And that's why we see one pause at least here, but okay, you see the general trend is USD yen going up and the yields going down, going up too, sorry. Let me see. You see, this is a general trend. What to say here? Okay, this is too clear, very, very solid downtrend for the bonds and the reverse for the yields. Uptrend for the yields, I mean. Okay. Next comment. The safest target of DXY can go before retracement, or when you can see the DXY before a retracement. As I said, my target for DXY is 113. Let me show you what I mean. It is this area here, and also we can put weekly chart to see better. Okay, this is the correct, because I have seen, of course, many people don't know how to draw trend lines, and they just find two dots that connecting them satisfy their scenario, but this is the real and correct charting. Okay, and we see that one first strong resistance for the dollar is 112.50, this area here. So I'm expecting this area to provide at least one halt to the dollar. For now I don't see it stop, but okay, this is the area I'm expecting. We are close, just 100 and 150 200 pips to the upside, and this translates 200 pips to the downside for the euro, 97. Okay, tomorrow ECB, everything is possible. Okay. What else? Okay, we talked about the Aussie. I don't know if you were here. Okay, the Aussie. Let me put daily chart. The Aussie is still trading above the year low. Actually, we are very near, just 20-30 pips. And also we have had this wedge here, and I'm expecting here one reaction higher. I wrote about this in Twitter yesterday. So yes, if you wanna play the short dollar story, AUD and CAD, as I said, are the best candidates. And talking about CAD, let's move quickly to the CAD, because today it's the day, the big day, Bank of Canada on the top of the hour in 35 minutes. And let's see what can we expect here. As I said many times, we must take into account that price action in USD CAD is affected by three factors. Of course, the strength of the dollar. Second, the strength of S&P. And third, the price of oil. Okay. So if dollar is strong, of course you understand this is going up. We have upside pressure. If S&P going down, we have also upside pressure. So now we have two forces. Let me finish with oil. And if oil is moving down, then we have a third pressure up. So all pressures are to the upside. That's why we see this move to the upside, and currently we are trading at new highs, new weekly highs. And you understand, if we have different combinations, we have three variables, so we can have how many combinations. Let's see in the chat your numerical analysis capabilities. No one, it's so easy. Three variables, we can have two options. How many different scenarios we can have? Okay, it's easy. 8. 2 multiple 2 multiple 2. So we can have 8 different combinations here of those forces that moving USD CAD. That's why it's the most difficult pair to trade. And that's why we see this is almost trading sideways with a bias to the upside. Okay. And that's why I said, if also you can see this is going back to 2019. The last 3 years, this is going nowhere. We are trading exactly the middle of the range, 132. Okay, so what can we expect here today? Of course, the hike of Bank of Canada, and I believe they are gonna say something like similar to Bank of Australia, like RBA. I don't believe they are gonna be too hawkish. So I would like to sell any strength. Of course, it's possible, very possible to see new high above 132.30. Let me put the daily chart. Okay. And as we are trading above this upside, this trend line of the upper trend line of this channel, I believe this is gonna find some kind of resistance, unless Bank of Canada is very, very dovish. So this will break up and test 133. But I favor more a scenario of returning back below 131. So a good strategy if you want to take some risk here is to go short any spikes above 132 and cover at 131 or below. Okay, we have exactly half an hour to see how this will play out. Actually, we are having the opening of S&P now. It's interesting to see. Let's put S&P chart. Okay. I also like to use intraday analysis. Let's put Nasdaq here. This is 15-minute chart. I don't know if you can see it clearly. What else? Silver lower lows. Let's see silver. Yes, silver. Okay, this morning I gave one long signal here. Actually, I bought some scalp longs at 1789 and covered here at 1810. Okay, this continuing up, but of course you cannot take all the extremes. And see here now we see again move to the downside. Of course, the strong dollar is dictating here too. I don't know, guys. I see a lot of positive articles in Twitter today about silver, and that's why maybe we have had this move up. To be honest, I don't like trading silver. I believe it's totally crap, no real value. Better look for gold. So I don't know. Maybe we see below 18 again. Who knows? But below this the yesterday low or this morning's low, depending what time zone you use, below 1780 there are multiple supports. I pointed out this in the morning. So I believe we are gonna fight support lower. 17 handle is strong for at least for now, without any news. Tomorrow with ECB we see. Also, let's see about gold too. You see it's similar price action with different levels, of course. Let's see if 1690 low holds. Of course, we have 1685. I think this low here. No, 1688. Okay, let's see. It's getting interesting. This play with metals. Okay, someone asked about copper. I don't really follow copper, but I think it has retraced to the downside a lot. What is this? Copper futures. I think it's not that. Yes, this one. I remember the post-COVID low. It was at $2, I think. Yes, it was at just below $2. And ever since we have had this massive rally, and now we are correcting. I don't know. I see supports. Big support at 2.8 if you trade copper, and of course just above 3. This zone here is good support, but I rarely just I have never traded copper. I just look at sometimes of some friends that are working in companies that trade metals. Okay, let's go back to S&P now. S&P is doing nothing. Okay, it's trading very shallow, just above 39. Okay, now we are having one move. Anyway, I believe that's all for today. You must trade the Bank of Canada if you want, and I told you how, at least my strategy. Let's see it again. I would like to short above 132. You see already we're having one minor correction down, and cover at 31. I'm playing this 100 pip range. That's all for today. I hope we covered some things some pairs you are interested. Where could the bottom of gold be? I just answered that. At least for now, I believe we won't see below 1650. I know there are many scenarios talking about 1400, 1300. I don't know. For now, I believe we are trading just, we are scratching the lows. Okay, guys, see you later. I wish you good luck trading Bank of Canada now, for those that will trade. Talk to you later. Bye.